Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal, certainly an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Certainly this is a very, very impressive venue, quite a sight to behold.
And this is now today's lineup.
A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides. A treat for everybody here.
Oh, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. Every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because that's a fine start in itself.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Trent Alexander-Arnold is a key component, particularly in teams that play on the counter. Okay, you have the pace and the overlapping, but add to that his excellent work ethic, deliveries, and his willingness to get back and cover. All qualities I really like. And then there's a whole array of flair.
Yeah, the scourge of so many strikers. Rodri. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Lewis. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Alexander-Arnold. Alaba. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Mendy. Rodrigo. Mendy. Good challenge, he just stood firm. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Forward it goes. Mbappe. Haaland. Lewis. Hoists it forward. Nicely worked. Hits one! Haaland versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
It's a goal, thanks to... After 20 minutes is... number 9, Erling Haaland.
City put themselves into the lead.
Surprise, surprise. He just keeps on delivering, and listen, we all expect that.
Played back in. That intervention was very necessary. Haaland. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Rudiger tries to get it forward quickly. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Gets away from his opponent. Lewis demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Tchouaméni. Alexander-Arnold. Doku. Doku going full tilt down the left. Gets the better of his man. Doku! A real chance and a real let-off.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Mbappe. Bernardo Silva gets it back. Rudiger. Haaland. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Mendy with the crossfield ball. Valverde. Tchouaméni. Manchester City are ahead here. It has been a good half for them. All right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Foden set up one goal so far. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Valverde. Alexander-Arnold. And it's got through. Valverde. And they've been caught out here. Well, it's the half-time. Will come in the first half. But there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, this team has found a real rhythm to their game. The players seem to have clicked well. There's good movement off the ball. The passes are sticking. No one's afraid to have a go.
Manchester City come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. Well, the action has already resumed here.
Manchester City going well here, and they're in a good position to kick on and add to their lead. They don't have to overcommit, but they can place more emphasis on stretching their advantage without necessarily neglecting things defensively.
Mbappe! And he's there to make a great save.
Mbappe really must have felt he had the measure of the keeper then, but how wrong he was.
Doku, great challenge, time to perfection. Rudiger. Alaba. Out to the left it goes. Mendy. Rodri plays it forward. Clears it out of harm's way. And there's a long ball. Rudiger. City are still that goal to the good. Rodrigo loses his balance and loses the ball. Reinders drives it forward.
Doku really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
51,832.
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Ruben Dias demonstrates his quality. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Tchouaméni. Keeper's got good distance on that. Just brushed off the ball there. Rodri. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Ruben Diaz battles to win it back. Haaland. Keeper's ball. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Mbappe. He's through. Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Mbappe simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Keeper has beaten it away. That's the throw. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Alexander-Arnold. Can he deliver? Mendy. He's got options out wide. More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Has a hit! Really well taken goal. And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. Oh, that always looked the likely outcome.
Well, considering he has a bit of a shoot-on-sight policy, he was the one player that should have been picked up then. It was both careless and costly from where I'm sitting.
After 80 minutes is
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick.
Erling Haaland.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Things starting to look very comfortable. Chouameni. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? And that's sprayed out wide. Rodrigo. It's on a plate. Haaland, looking as though he's being given special treatment here. Treatment he could well do without.
Yeah, his instinct and the timing of his runs have proven fruitful, but they have to give him a harder time like that.
Tries a shot! Worth a try.
Substitution taking place.
Oh, that's fantastic improvisation he showed there. Adjusted himself very quickly, but it's rare that they come off.
Doku. Dinks one in. Alaba attempts a clearance. Rodri. Rodri has a pop! Strong punch. Rodri. He's had a shot! And that may well be that. That is that. Manchester City always look the more driven side, probably the better side, and nobody is arguing about the result. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Manchester City have some very strong runners from midfield, and it's not often you'll see a team be so effective by advancing through the middle like that, but this was very impressive the way they cut through the heart of that defence.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.